2 laps to go at Daytona.
If I'm Jason White, I get a hold of Johnny Sauter here and try to push him home. Temperatures won't matter anymore. He can shove him all the way to the checkered.
We heard James Busher say earlier, I don't want to be leading when we come down to the final lap. I want to be second. I think that's the best place to be.
How about Rick Crawford going up through the middle?
They're not going to make it.
Contact and into the wall. The 19 goes around. That's Brad Keselowski. Flying through the trial, but once again, as the caution comes out, they did not receive the white flag. We will have another green-white checker.
Who was running second?
Johnny Sauter was leading when the caution came out. Ron Hornaday actually beat him to the line, but Johnny Sauter was running ahead of Ron Hornaday when the caution came out.
The question is, who was second? Who was third? How are they going to line up on this restart? And NASCAR will use cameras to figure out where to put them. They'll use the scoring loops. So right now, we don't really know what the lineup is for the restart.
Right now, they're going to use the scoring loops to reset them. They do use the cameras on the very last lap to determine positions after the race is won. They're going to use those loops. Look at all the damage to Rick Crawford. He was making that move up to the front. We also saw a lot of damage to the 24 of Max Gresham.
Yeah, the 19 of Brad Keselowski. That's the first truck I saw sideways was a 19 of Brad Keselowski. You see, Brad, there's a 19 there. He's pushing the 31 of Busher. There's Clay Greenfield.
Clay Greenfield just turns him around.
Gets him into this left rear quarter panel, turns him right in front of Rick Crawford. Then they catch Max Gresham up against the outside wall.
Guys, now fuel is going to become a real concern if these guys were about to run out a minute ago.
Ty Dillon does an excellent job. Again, watch Ty Dillon.
Clear to the middle behind the 73. Outside now, bottom of 3. Bottom of 3 holders. You got crash in front of you. Check up, check up, check up.
Got in the back of Ryan Sieg a little bit.
Come on, stay back.
But kept that truck straight. That's the important thing.
Could be some real damage to the grill of that truck, though. Looks like it's all right, Phil, as he drives off.
Yeah.
Once again, a green-white checker from Daytona.
Once again, we don't have a whole lot of fuel in these front trucks.
They pitted back on lap number 66. We're overtime now. And yes, we're going to have another double foul restart.
Well, and I think they're going to make it this time. I didn't feel too good about that time.
Riding along with Jay White. Take a look at this run that the 13 of Johnny Sauter had.
Watch him. He sticks with Hornaday. He's with Hornaday. But then when he sees that Jason White's going to make some ground on Hornaday, Johnny says, I'm sorry, Ron.
Outside.
Yep. I got to protect that bottom.
And they came on the hook, too.
Broke apart on the top.
Dusty Davis in the 15 is going to have some work done to his truck. Well, they don't even want to take a break. The fans on their feet during this caution.